testimony, but I'm not an immigrant. My wife is an immigrant. I married her in Illinois in 2004. We met in 2003. I was under the impression that being an American citizen it would be easy to fix her papers. I was ignorant. I knew nothing about politics. I knew nothing about immigration law. In a way, I'm thankful that I found out this way. It made me more engaged in everything. What happened was, before she met me, she crossed into the country twice. She went back to visit her sick father with diabetes and came back. She wasn't documented or caught, deported, or anything like that. She had never committed any other crime, but we wanted to be honest on the application, and we didn't know that it would be so severe punishment. So we went ahead and did that. When we went to CIR for the interview, she was given the lifetime ban with no waiver for 10 years. We had already had a 3-year-old son there with us. She flew with him to Cuernavaca to see her parents, and I flew back to Chicago by myself. This is the quick version. To go through the details would be too long because you can't imagine the severe emotional heartache that we suffered during that, and I wish that the politicians that oppose immigration reform would understand the pain that I've been through, thinking that I could do this. I went back to Illinois, I worked, and I contacted lawyers who couldn't help. I contacted the Senator Durbin, and I contacted Senator Obama at the time, who was campaigning for president. I got a response back a couple months later from Dick Durbin's assistant, and they made an inquiry to the embassy that came up negative. I made an inquiry to, President Obama. At the time, a senator. I was writing him multiple times in the email. He did respond back in October of 2008 through email and reaffirmed his position on this is a country that the Statue of Liberty says, give me your tired, huddled masses yearning to breathe free. And it was, I'd say, a neutral response, but he did acknowledge the issue. I came here to Texas to live and work and cross the border every day because it is the only option under the law for me to be with my family. For 8 months I spent without my son, and I finally reunited with him and my wife in Reynosa. I got a job. Okay, we keep hearing that the rule of law is imminent and the law must be enforced. What people need to understand is that humans are making the laws, and humans make mistakes. From the very beginning, this country has always been of the people, by the people, and for the people. That's why we all have voices. And you all, I hope when you leave here today that you don't just go back to doing whatever it is you do. I know that we all have jobs and we all have to support our families and we all have many things to worry about. But I want you all to take the time to use your talent. If you're good at writing, write a letter. If you're good at talking, call your congressmen, your senators. Cornyn and Hutchison are our senators here in Texas. They need to jump on board and take action in involving this immigration bill that is working in the Senate. Cornyn has responded to me here in Texas also, and he acknowledged that the law needs to be reformed. He said that he will not, encourage illegal behavior. Now, for decades, the United States has been promising immigrants, as long as they get to this country, that they get jobs. We've been welcoming them here with papers or without papers. And we've allowed them to develop families with citizens like myself. And there's other ways to enforce the law than tear apart their families and leave the children hopeless. It's already, the divorce rate in the United States is already bad enough, but we don't need the government encouraging it and breaking apart families. So today, I'm just privileged to be here and part of this movement, and I encourage everybody to do everything they can as well. As far as Arizona, people are saying this is a racial profiling issue. I think that it is, but more importantly, It's a hate issue. People need to understand that we've been here for the longest time, immigrants from different countries, and to turn around and say that somebody doesn't deserve to be here is not right. And it cannot be tolerated in the United States. And that's, I guess, all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Just because